So, ladies and gentlemen, February 4th, this is the Temple of Boom in Leeds. This is our opening match for Wipeout 2018. This is a tag team match for the TCW Open Championship. So, obviously, the young gentleman wearing the god-awful tights, that's Jake Silver and Jack Bandicoot, who's currently doing a little bit of warming up. Opposite side of the ring, the ladies today. We have Ruby Radley currently on the outside, and that was Shauna Shay showing off in the middle. Shauna is making her TCW debut tonight. She's traveled up from Leicester. Jack Bandicoot is just being a little silly here. Lock up, Greco-Roman knuckle lock, if you want to call it that. And I think Shauna's just showing off a little here. Oh, very nicely done by Shauna. Fakes out on one hand, reverses the pressure, turns it into a headlock. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, one of the 5 chants of British wrestling. Running into the ropes. Nice reversal by Bandicoot. Maintains wrist control. Turns that arm into a ringer. Wait, how do you turn an arm into a ringer? Let's just not even go there. Oh, very, very nice by Shauna. She now takes wrist control. Arm ringer. Oh, the number of tattoos. Jack is probably quite comfortable with a certain degree of pain in that arm. Nice little end to the exchange there. Bandicoot whips her out, so to speak. Tags on both sides, I believe. Yes, we do have tags both sides. Ruby Radley now in against Jake Silver, a.k.a. the Pop Punk Kid. Has to be said that the Pop Punk Kid has been considerably less obnoxious of late than he was during most of last year. Maybe Bandicoot has taught him a little humility. Oh! Quick pinfall attempt by Pop Punk Kid. And another pinfall attempt. 2 counts on both sides. Both attempts, rather. Another backslide. And another 2 counts. Thrust kick to the gut. Oh! Shotgun boot to the side of the head. Clothesline into the corner. Ruby's going to follow up with another one. You know anything about Banshee screaming? Oh, and double knees, bottom turnbuckle. Jake Silver now in the middle of the ring. And that PK gets her a 2 count. Referee back in position, just checking on everything. Forearm come elbow to the jaw. A challenge from Ruby. She's shouting at the Pop Punk Kid to hit her. And he's gonna, nope, not yet. Whip. Oh, double clothesline. Both of them go down the middle of the ring. Innovative chanting from the audience. Tags on both sides. Shauna comes in. Wins on that exchange. Wins on that exchange. Bandicoot. Oh! Holly raised knee into a neck breaker, back rocker, and a 2 count. Another tag for the women. Ruby's now in. Shauna up. Oh! Gutbuster across Ruby's knee. Lateral press, hooks the leg. 2 count. Jake gets the shoulder up. I've got to be honest, if you take a good look at Jack Bandicoot, his abdominal section is not going to be his weakest area. Probably very little in the way of body fat. He makes up for it, though, with a silly haircut and lots of tattoo ink. Ruby's up on the second turnbuckle. Jack's on spaghetti legs. Jake, sorry. Oh. Walking the ropes. Oh, very nice. Call it a code breaker, call it a face buster, call it a pin attempt, which is broken up by the Pop Punk Kid. Shauna Shay picks him up. She's going to get rid of him now. Top turnbuckle. Did she just call for chops? This is a vegan venue, young lady. You can't have chops in here. Oh. Well, this is what happens when you have gentlemen. It's politically correct. Well, I have to give respect to the two young men for that. That could have ended up all kinds of improper. Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Do they love each other enough? Beautifully done by Bandicoot. An offensive monkey flip. Whips him across the ring, up on the turnbuckles, double clothesline. The Iron Brew colored gentlemen now have the upper hand. Poetry in motion. That's Shauna down the bottom turnbuckle. More poetry. And a beautiful short clothesline, aerial style. That puts Ruby Radley in the middle of the ring. She's now, well, I don't want to say a sitting duck, because like I said, it's a vegan venue. Bandicoot's going to avoid the lighting. Homer Simpson moment. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners and still co-holders of the TCW Open Championship, Crashboat! I think Jack Bandicoot his chest may be a little warm from the punishment he received. And a nice display of sportspersonship. There must be a better word than that, but what else can you think of? So a very sound debut for Shauna Shay. I'm sure we'll be seeing her again. And I'm not saying that just because Georgie Archer told me to. I'm not even going to ask what that was about. It's always pleasing when an audience goes into business for themselves. Now, obviously, there's nothing that the referee can do about the audience, and there's nothing I'm going to do about the audience.
They're not going to laugh. It's only the second match. They're already drunk.
If you lived in Leeds, so would you be.
Shut up, you. You've already set it up.
So that is the match underway. So the man who looks like the hybrid of symbiote era Spider-Man and a Power Ranger is Arcadian, apparently from outer space, which is near Preston. And the walking mouth with the bad hair don't, that is Terry Isit. Or is it? There are all kinds of interesting conversational pieces that go with a name like that, so Mr. Isit seems to have issues with the audience tonight, as he's already opined. 2 matches in and they're already drunk. And as I opine, if you lived in Leeds on a Sunday 2 matches in, yes, you would be drunk. A little bit of slap fest between the 2 men. Or at least I'm presuming Arcadian is a man. It is difficult to tell in that outfit. And no, that's not being sexist in any way, shape, size, or form. If he is indeed from outer space, they may have different gender identities there. There's a whole different conversation about the gender binary there. We're not going to get into that. Terry Isit does actually appear to have some ring IQ. Oh, very nice head scissors takedown by Arcadian. Attempt there to rope assisted arm drag. Does manage the arm drag part. Ropes weren't playing ball particularly. And the ropes did play ball for Arcadian there. That's one of those moves that always worries me. And it seems that Isit is now going to make use of liquid stimulation. I'd like to think that that's a water bottle, but and it breaks down somewhat. They're outside of the ring. Audience participation. Isit back in. Arcadian back in. And Isit back out. Oh, yes! Second floor, tope suicida finds its mark. And as my producers say next to me, Arcadian's knees are going to thank him for that tomorrow. Arcadian's going to go up now to the top. Now it's a relatively low ceiling in here, as you may have noticed in the previous match. He did, however, choose the side which doesn't have lanterns. Swing and a miss, so to speak, and a beautiful bicycle kick from Isit. Ouch!
Look at your hair, it's the same color.
Sartorial elegance seems to be a matter of conversation at ringside at the moment. Now, I am quite pleased to say that the audience is refraining from any adult-orientated chanting tonight. The venue that we're in now, it is actually accessible to 14-year-olds. And okay, so Terry Isit now proving that he is indeed a helmet. And the audience find it most amusing. And now the referee is trying to pull off the helmet. That was a phrase I didn't think I was going to use today. Yes, our referee has just pulled off another man's helmet. Ouch! Now I am curious as to whether that is considered to be a PK to the back or whether it's just considered a straight kick. So referee John Parker in position, just checking that headlock, necklock is not a choke. Terry Isit has maintained control. Stiff forearm across the back. Forces Arcadian down. Takes the wind out of him. That was possibly the most intelligent thing Isit has said so far this match. Arcadian now just hung up over the second rope. Is it to the outside? Oh! I have a sneaking suspicion that Mr. Isit may possibly have delusions of grandeur. That looks suspiciously like Mr. Mundo's End of the World. Didn't quite land it as well as he could have, or possibly even Starship Pain. Obviously, Arcadian didn't get all of it. Would be kind of appropriate if it was a Starship Pain maneuver. Oh, good gravy! I don't get to use this line often, but what a pair of slappers. That might have been a knee, that might have been a shin, but damn, that would have hurt. Double knees from Isit. Wasting a little time there. Swing and a miss. Cutter! Ah! Full lateral press, had the leg hooked. Isit still managed to kick out at 2. Okay, so he has been, I believe the audience termed him a pillock, but he's managed to stay in this so far. Oh, that was just, oh! Okay, innovative gets thrown around a lot as a word in wrestling, but I have never ever seen that before. That was, what, a jawbreaker from a hug from a... That just looked like it hurt. I think that move should be termed, what is it? Oh, thrust kick, square to the jaw. Arcadian goes in, aiming for a bicycle kick, swing and a miss. Oh, that's going to rearrange somebody's teeth. Roll up, and Arcadian kicks out. And the winner of your match as the result of a pinfall, Terry Isit! Well, as far as obnoxious goes, I think Terry Isit has it in spades. But a win is a win. There may have been shenanigans involved, but his debut here in Leeds for Tidal Championship Wrestling. He gets the winner's end of the purse. And a most deserved round of applause by the audience for Arcadian. Ladies and gentlemen, Brit Wrestling has just come up with a 6th chant. Although strictly speaking, it's not a chant.
You guys are crazy. Oh my God. They out here singing songs. America, step your game up, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, finally, our third match of the night commences. Sugar Dunkerton, Dark Sugar, Special Dark, Suge D. Shorn only asking if an opponent takes something seriously. Come on, Shorn, have you seen that haircut you're wearing? Collar and elbow tie up.
Okay. Oh, bad idea.
Wrist control.
I think I know how to wrestle. I'll figure it out.
Oh, very, very nice. For all the fooling around that he did during his ring entrance, Sugar D is not a man to be messed with. Wait, isn't that somebody else's line? Nice switch of wrist control by Only. Yes, I just complimented Shorn Only. It happens occasionally. And wrist control is exchanged once more. Sugar D turns it into a hammerlock. And the audience is now giving Sugar D that little bit extra that he needs. Yes, I know I probably talk more than this usually, but I'm actually kind of perplexed and blown away with the fact that Shorn Only actually was wrestling then.
I don't even feel pain right now. You know what? I'm about to show you where the power lies, brother. In the power. Bang!
Okay, so we're going to have a test of strength. Greco-Roman knuckle lock.
You don't even know what's about to happen. You sure you're ready? I'm sure. You don't know what's about to happen right now. Ah, God! I didn't warm up properly.
What do you want the Bandicoot?
Dunkerton managing to force his way back up to a vertical base. There's something what? Just what? For one horrible moment then I thought we'd ventured into Blue Oyster territory. And the hips are going. There's a bit of jive. That Greco-Roman knuckle lock is still in place. Oh, body lock it, I'm popping. And it worked its way through Only. That was quite disturbing. Oh! And he reverses it.
Hey, nice job. You do have rhythm. What a terrible haircut.
Oh! Zing! So we get back to the wrestling now, I think. Let's just say Dunkerton is probably about as colorful as the left leg of his tights. No denying that. And maybe as colorful as Shorn Only's hair. Oh, wait. You were kidding me. What? So, Dan Evans, Dara Diablo are now at ringside. They've got snooker cues. I'm so glad that chant caught on. Shorn actually did the honorable thing. So it is going to stay a one-on-one contest. This is most surprising for Shauna only.
So you sent your boys to the back, huh? Me and you, one-on-one. Sure. All right. As the saying goes, pimps up, hoes down.
Oh! Now, I'm thinking that Dunkerton maybe wanted to... I was going to say Dunkerton probably doesn't want to get straight into this. He doesn't have the height. He doesn't have the reach. I'm not going to say he doesn't have the strength necessarily, but if you know your American indie scene, you'll know that physique is no real determination of what a person can do. I cite Willie Mack. I cite Keith Lee. Thrust kick from Shauna only. Shotgun leg. Takes Dunkerton down. First pinfall attempt of the match. 2 count. Dunkerton now is going to find his way back up. And the audience is starting to give him a little bit of that funk again. Oh, that was just uncalled for. Elbow to the back of the neck. Stiff kick to the ribs. The audience is now attempting to find any song they can with Sugar in the title. There's a System of a Down track they could probably use, but I don't think that'll go for Sugar D right now. Shorn being very, very nice to remember the audience, as always. Kick out by Sugar D. Now, we may be at a turning point in the match. Sugar D's hairband, his snood, has come down. The fro is now free. But Only is maintaining control. And he's done that for most of this match, if we're totally honest. Cutter! And Sugar D kicks out. Now that was a lazy lateral press from Only. He got part of his weight across the body, didn't hook the leg. You watch enough wrestling, you know, have to hook the leg. Rear chin lock now from Only, middle of the ring. Now, from experience, this is a slightly smaller ring than we've used at previous venues with Tidal, which means that there is a possibility from the center of the ring being able to reach that bottom rope to break. But Sugar managed to get himself up, vertical base, and Only then turns it round. That is an abdominal stretch. The only thing that's wrong with that stretch, in my opinion, he doesn't have his own foot hooked around the back ankle of Sugar D. Taking a shortcut, thinking about it. Nope, decides not to. Oh, and a nice hip toss by Sugar D. Gets himself out of trouble. Now he's going to take a few moments, try and catch his breath. Only, meanwhile, still fresh up in the other corner. Goes in. Misses. Oh. All fun and games is over. It's business now. Ouch. Well, Disco ain't dead, but I think Punk's taking a little bit of a shut-eye. So this is a chance for Sugar D to start building some momentum. He's kind of been on the back foot for at least the last couple of minutes. Only's back up to his feet. Sugar D comes in, hooks him up onto the shoulders. Oh! And a kick out by Only. And the audience is back in with their singing. Oh, I recognize that kind of maneuvering. A little bit of sweet science coming up. Interesting. Dunkerton's leading with the left. Wind up. Oh! Thrust kick followed by thrust kick. Rolls into the corner. And a 2 count, kick out. That was a good lateral press. Leg was hooked. Now only is wasting time. Really, he should be following up. He's had the advantage most of this match, much as I hate to admit it. And he walks into, what was that, a shote elbow? Oh! Nice drop toe hold. Oh! You don't get to see that very often. That'll take the wind right out of Only. Corkscrew elbow, misses. Only gets out of the way. Gets himself back over the corner. He's going to take a few moments, draw some breath. Oh, he's favoring that shoulder. Now that might be concerning. If you know your history, Only has dislocated that shoulder on a number of occasions. He's had at least 1 surgery that I know of, possibly 2. Dunkerton might want to make use of that. Oh, but looks like his back is jacked up now. I know that feeling well. Oh, he picks him up on the ropes. Whip, reversal. Now, I have to ask this one question. I wonder this every time. If you are an individual with an afro, why does your head hurt when you headbutt somebody? Surely you've got all that extra padding up there. I used to say that about Sam Bailey. It was how he avoided taking pile drivers. Oh! Basement drop kick to the knee. Oh, curb stomp. And that's it. And for the record, it's not just afros. Damien done with his quiff. Anti-pile driver advice. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of your match by pinfall, Shauna Only. Now, I'm still perplexed as to why Shauna actually sent away Dara and Dan Evans and Sugar D. I don't think he's a happy man. But the offer of the handshake, I consider that to be great sportsmanship. And a hug, both men, and a very nice, respectful, right, I was going to say a nice, respectful gesture by Only, but now we have Dan Evans and Dara Diablo. Now, is this Shauna Only turning over a new leaf? He is actually making himself the target here, stepping in the way of... Now, is this the reemergence of the service, I wonder? I know I've commented on it before. Well, Shauna laying down the law to Dan Evans and Dara Diablo. He doesn't want them anywhere near the ring. I do wonder if this is Shauna turning over a new leaf. Okay, so... Okay, so I'm getting goosebumps here. The Lion Kings have just made the save for Shauna Only. Now, I know that the schedule here does say that we are due to be having a match between the Lion Kings and the erstwhile members of the service.
We cannot welcome Shauna. And what do? You give us lip and send us to the back like fucking Muppets. Do we look like Muppets?
So okay, so ladies and gentlemen, our referee has confirmed this match is now officially on. This is for the TCW Tag Team Championship. Dan Evans, Dara Diablo versus our TCW Tag Team Champions, the Ugandan Warrior Nsereko, the Dark Cloud Sebb Strife, the Lion Kings. Well, okay, so maybe you can see this, maybe you can't see this, but yep, there's physicality taking place, and I'm just waiting now. Now, normally for title championship wrestling, a title match, basically there's no rules. It can happen anywhere. Falls can you know the situation. But until the referee calls for the bell, the match hasn't officially begun. Dar Diablo is just owning Nsereko. Meanwhile, Dan Evans has got Sebb over on the pool table. Dar Diablo has just put the Ugandan Warrior into the ring post. And Dan Evans is trying to suplex Sebb Strife over by the pool table. And, oh my God! Sebb reverses it and body slams Dan Evans onto the floor. Probably a good thing, considering the last time Dan Evans was slammed in a match in TCW, he broke the ring. Now, Dan Evans is in the ring. We need one of the Lion Kings in the ring. And the moment we get one of the Lion Kings in the ring, this match is officially underway. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. The moment Sebb's in. So that's it. The match is now officially underway. Dan Evans and Sebb Strife in the ring. Beautiful suplex. 2 count. Now, as I've alluded to, championship matches in title championship wrestling, the rules can be, shall we say, somewhat lax, possibly negotiable. It will go to the usual pinfall, submission, but the likelihood of a count out or a referee disqualification, pretty much 0. Ooh, big slam from Sebb Strife on Dan Evans again. Tags in Nsereko. Leg drop. Lateral press, leg hook. 2 counts, says the referee. Dar Diablo is complaining about there being 2 men in his ring. Sorry, no, that's not what he was complaining about. Lateral press by Sebb Strife. Fast tags by the Lion Kings. Keeping the ring cut in half. Tag Team Wrestling 101. Whips Dan Evans into the rope. And beautiful double body slam. Hip toss. Call that what you will. Combination. 2 count from the referee. Nsereko didn't really have the necessary leverage. And Dan Evans with a swinging European uppercut. He's now going to whip Nsereko into the ropes. That's easy for you to say, Nsereko. Big elbow drop from Sebb. Lateral press. Oh, Dara Diablo has now decided he's going to tell referees how to do the job. Even from my vantage point, I could see that there was a tag made. Drop kick to the back of the head by Sebb Strife. Kick out again by Dan. He is eating up the punishment that's been given to him. I've said on a number of occasions before, Sebb Strife, big man, no two ways about it, but deceptively agile and quick. Tag has been made. Nsereko is a legal man. Lateral press, leg hook, 2 count again. I know I sound like a stuck record. All I'm saying, lateral press, leg hook, lateral press, leg hook. But it is good, solid, basic 101 strategy. Now Nsereko as well, not a small man. Ugandan headbutt. And now, is that a tag or is that a proposition? Dara Diablo into the ring. Hip toss from Nsereko. Another hip toss. I don't normally see people get that much rotation out of a hip toss. I think I was about to say Nsereko himself is not a small individual. He is very, very well put together. Conditioning, strength, and intelligence. Backs himself into his own corner. Gets a tag off Sebb Strife. Opens up the side on Diablo. Sebb Strife lights him up with a boot. Oh! That was a thing of beauty. Dirty Deeds rolled into a full Nelson suplex, I think. That might even have been a cattle mutilation suplex. Yeah, I'm making that up as I go along now. Snapmare. Enziguri! This is what I said before about Sebb. Big man, agile. Is he going to do what I think he's going to do? Oh my. Tag to Nsereko. Side Russian leg sweep. Leg drop from Nsereko. Cover. And a kick out by Dara Diablo. Nsereko maintains the butterfly. Tries for a butterfly suplex. Couldn't quite get the leverage needed. Rolled it off to the side. Nsereko runs to the corner. Diablo manages to fire him to the outside. Oh, Dan Evans tries to take advantage of the situation. Gets caught by Nsereko. Likewise, Diablo. Oh! Oh. That might have been a stun gun in a different scenario, but now, I think Dara Diablo just tried to kill his partner by suplexing Nsereko onto him. Unfortunately, Dan Evans did survive. And Nsereko did manage to kick out from the pinning attempt. Nsereko opened up again. Headbutt from Dan Evans into the ribs. Solid short clothesline by Evans. Now Evans obviously thinks that people will count much faster if he berates them. There's a particular rhythm and cadence to referee counting. You should know that down. Okay, so I made reference earlier to Tag Team Wrestling 101. This is the bit that Sebb Strife presumably didn't actually read. Stay on the outside unless you're tagged in or unless the referee can't see you. Oh, open hand slap to Nsereko's chest. That's gonna, yeah, he's gonna know about that later on. Referee doing his 5 counts until the ring is cleared. Gut wrench slam on Nsereko. Kick out. If Dan Evans spent more time actually wrestling than berating the referee. Abdominal stretch. Again, that ankle not hooked round. So we've had headbutt to the ribs, we've had kicks to the ribs, the abdominal stretch. If I were a betting man, I'd say they're trying to weaken up a specific part of the body. Nsereko trying for the tag, unable to do so. Manages to sunset flip his way out of trouble. Holding a pinfall though, but not on the legal man. Dan Evans back in. Stamping to that midriff again. Every time he stamps on those ribs, causes the diaphragm to spasm, forces the air out, and now it's the men formerly known as the Service who are utilizing Tag Team 101, fast tags. Dan Evans skips through on the inside. And Nsereko manages to find his way out of trouble. Double axe handle to the top of Diablo's head. And, well, I don't think that was an axe handle, and it did find the top of Dan Evans' head, definitely. Just not the one on his shoulders. Okay, if this is a PG show, you might want to rewind that, mute it, and play it back. Oh. Give credit to Evans. He is still standing, kind of. He does look as if he is in desperate need of a restroom. Nsereko now going to make it, and he does. Tag. Evans mobile. Diablo down. Evans down. Big boot. Boot to the chest. And splat. Splat. Double whip into the center of the ring. Ugandan headbutt from Nsereko. Waist control, whip to the rope, and a pounce! I don't believe that. Diablo managed to kick out just on 2. Sebb takes neck control. Backs into the corner. Tag from Nsereko. Up on the shoulders. Diablo finds his way out of the back. I do believe that was in 3D. Oh! How to break up a pinfall. Throw your opponent at your opponent. There's a more adult version of that, but PG. Yes, PG. So I'm guessing the legal men are Evans and Strife? Spinebuster! I think the entire ring just bounced when Nsereko's in. Ugandan drop. Diablo. Blue Thunder Bomb! Diablo suddenly went Mexican again. Oh! That was a 300-pound Rocco dropper. Just... Okay, this is a drowning pool moment. The bodies have hit the floor. I have no idea who is legal right now. I'm hoping that the referee has been paying attention, but I refer you to my earlier comments in the match. This is TCW Championship rules. Well, Dan Evans seems to have the advantage over against Nsereko. Sebb Strife in the corner. They're going to do it for Scar. Oh, Dan. Dan. Dan, 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 Dan. Good gods! That was just insane.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners by pinfall and still TCW Tag Team Champions, the Ugandan Warrior, Nsereko, Sebb Strife, the Lion King!
As double team finishes go, that looks amazing. That's their first successful title defense. Yes, it was scheduled. No, it probably wasn't meant to start that way. But Nsereko and Sebb Strife put a win in the column, or a tick of the win column, or yeah, you get it. So the question I have to ask off the back of that, however, is what happens now with Dan Evans, Dara Diablo, and Shauna only? Stay tuned to the same TCW channel and the same TCW station, and I'm sure we will have the answers for you. All hyperbole aside, this man is a bull. And Ace Matthews is about to get the horn. So, Ace Matthews decides that he is going to be completely unsportsmanlike and take the advantage right from the get-go, attacking Menzies before he's able to stow his rather natty entrance attire. Now, Ace Matthews claims to be a standout athlete in his own right. Luke Menzies says, I'm sure you're all aware. Ex-Super League player, built like the proverbial brick outhouse. That was the first German suplex of the night, or rather this match at least. We are going to have a tally chart somewhere for suplexes at some point. Hair pull by Matthews, really. Wrist control by Menzies. And yes, it's... Did the ring just move? Okay, so say what you want about Ace Matthews. His strategy right now does seem to be paying dividends. And he attempts to wrap Menzies' leg around the ring post, just down from our announced position. Obviously, if any of these matches go really extracurricular, we're not going to be able to do a damn thing about it from up here. Referee is up to a 6 count. Now is he going to allow a little latitude here? Menzies is not going to want to win by count out, but referee wisely is checking up on Menzies. Number of times he's had that leg wrapped around the ring post. I don't want to say it's going to Charlie horse him, but it's definitely going to take one wheel off the wagon. Did somebody just say that they wanted Luke to use the force? I think they need to be reminded of Newtonian physics. It's force equals mass times acceleration, okay? That's what Menzies does. There's no mystical guiding force here. That knee, though, that leg. I do believe Luke Menzies has a manager in the audience. So, yeah, it's, again, basic wrestling. You have a powerhouse like Menzies. He's been using a jackhammer as a finisher. He uses German suplexes and various other suplex variations. Yes, I did just say various variations. But if you take that leg out, you take away a lot of the offense that Menzies is known for already. Again, chalk block. Not up the calf. Not up the quadriceps. Not up the glutes, if you can. Did someone just refer to Ace Matthews as an ace hole? That's a disturbing concept. Running forearm uppercuts. Running diving lariats. Full lateral press. Did hook the leg. Menzies kicks out at 2. Now, in all fairness, I would have expected Menzies to have kicked out much sooner than the 2. And that's a Matthews bomb. He's not getting the job done, though. Now, Menzies, obviously, physical specimen, no two ways about it. Cardiovascular conditioning, though, is superb in him. But again, that one leg that's been damaged. Beautiful scoop slam from Matthews. That'll send a jolt right the way up and down the spine. He's going to go in again. Another Matthews bomb. And this time, Menzies gets the knees up. Now, whether that was a good thing or a bad thing, well, I'm sure there's a DDP quote in there, but it grants Menzies the separation that he needs. Now, depending on what the damage is to that knee, whether it's just physical abuse, great, no problem, you can shake it off. If it's tendon-related, well, there's no blood supply as such to the tendons. It's why it takes so long to heal tendons injuries. And it's going to take him time to get mobile again properly. Matthews, well, he's now going to play with one of the lanterns. Second floor, gets caught. Again, suplex attempt by Menzies, but he just can't. And yes! He aced that one. Polish hammer, another Polish hammer. Forces Matthews in the ropes. Spine buster. Now that knee still bothering Menzies. It's going to take a while to try and shake that off. Lateral press with a leg hook. Oh. Now, if you know your Wrestling 101, you know that once the singlet straps come down, that imbues the athletes with about strength plus 10. Oh, but it appears that Matthews has a response to that. You shouldn't have paused, Matthews. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by pinfall, Luke Menzies! Now the fact that Menzies did that with one wheel off the wagon, yeah, I think that tells you pretty much all you need to know about the core strength and power of Menzies. It'll be interesting to see how the damage Matthews has done to that knee comes back to haunt Menzies in the coming days or weeks. As I say, if it's tendon related, that's going to take time to heal. Lack of blood flow becomes problematic. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. But appreciative audience, Menzies is happy. So our second championship match of the night underway. Little Miss Roxxy, reigning and defending. She's going up against the returning Violet O'Hara. Now, apropos of nothing, I should point out that there is a certain wrestler sat behind me who's watching this intently. There's a Miss Ruby Radley sat up here. I hasten to add she didn't bring us any of the gorgeous vegan chili that this venue was doing, so that's the only time I'm going to mention her. She's paying no attention to me, so it's all good. Now, Ruby, as I mentioned in the introduction to the audience, has been away from Tidal Championship Wrestling for the best part of 12 months. She has been dealing with a number of health issues. She has been given clearance now to return to the ring, and I imagine that she will be a regular back in Tidal rings for the rest of this year at the very least. Miss Roxxy, obviously, has been a regular in-ring with us for the last year also. They have met on at least one other occasion that I can remember. I have a sneaking suspicion that the lady sat behind me may have been involved in one of those matches as well. So that's a little bit of history that goes with it. Nice snapmare by Roxxy. Head scissors by Violet. That's a tight head scissors. Roxy's going to try and get leverage. Twist herself round. She does. Handstand. Headstand. Now, if you know about Miss Roxxy, you'll know that she does do a variety of other things outside of wrestling. She is an aficionado of pole. She may occasionally do cage dancing as well. I believe she may have been down at Bloodstock last year, in fact. Single leg takedown. Step through by Violet O'Hara. Now, what's she going for? So she has the ankle lock. Now, you've either got a submission attempt here or the pass. Oh! And I was about to say, or a pinfall attempt. Shoulders down, shift to the weight, shoulders down, shift to the weight. Okay, you know where this one's going. And we have an attempt at a double ankle lock. Free foot being placed by each of the ladies. There's an answer to the question for that member of the audience, but I'm not going to give that right now. Ow.
1, 2, 3.
Nicely done by both women. Ankle lock stroke heel hook. Neither getting the advantage out of it. Nice show of respect. Oh! I was going to say nice show of respect. Straight into a headlock by Violet. Now, in case you're wondering, part of the time that she's not been in this neck of the woods, she has actually been sat under the learning tree of a certain Surveyor Knight and some of the other women involved with Bellatrix. Roxxy has been on the receiving end of the love from Surveyor Knight at various other venues around the country as well. Oh! Now there's that flexibility that I was mentioning. Doing pole, yoga. Managing to hit somebody in the face with your knee over your shoulder. Hair pull by Violet. Another hair pull by Violet. Audience members telling that Violet that's not like her. Like I said, she has spent some time with the ladies of Bellatrix, and they tend to do things a little more roughly down in Norwich. Lateral plus with a leg hook. 2 count. Violet pulling Roxxy back up. Oh, beautiful little snap suplex. Floats over. 2 count again. A little bit of frustration showing on Violet's face. That a headbutt? I don't remember Violet ever being that vicious before. Cross arm breaker. That hold is in deep. Arm fully extended. And now I made reference in one of the earlier matches to the size of the ring and how much easier it would be for people to reach the ring ropes from the center. Roxxy was able to get to the ropes, but Violet was then able to pull her back toward the center. Now she is wrenching back on that arm. Roxy's managing to roll into it though. Shoulders down. Pinfall attempt. Now it's going to take Roxxy a few moments to shake feeling back into that arm. I made reference during the Sugar Dunkerton short only match about Sugar leading with his left. Roxxy is, to the best of my recollection, a natural left-hander. Quick bit of trivia. There are very few pure left-handers in the world. Most left-handers are at most 75%. That's because of institutionalized right-handism. There is actually a proper word for that. I'll figure it out one day. How do I know this? My father is left-handed. I was born ambidextrous. Roxxy up to the second turnbuckle. Oh, perfect positioning for Violet, though. Sets her up in the electric chair, face first, down into the mat. And another near fall. Up into a fireman's carry. Oh! All leverage advantage to Violet. And a splash. And a kick out. Both women now slow to get back to their feet. Forearm shiver. Another forearm shiver. Oh! I'm going to call that what it was. Bitch slap. Oh! Scorpion kick. Beautifully done. Backcracker. Is that it? Oh, too close to the ropes. Violet gets one hand out. Ring positioning. Can be your best friend or your worst enemy depending on which side of the equation you're on. Clothesline from Violet. Puts Roxxy down. Shotgun drop kick. That puts Violet down in the corner. Roxxy measures her. Face wash. Hits solidly enough. Hooks her up. Backslide. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by pinfall and still TCW Women's Champion, Little Miss Roxxy! I have a sneaking suspicion Little Miss Roxxy may have been watching a little bit of Zack Sabre Jr. with that pin. And a very nice display of sportspersonship from Violet. Now bear in mind, Violet O'Hara never lost that championship. Welcome back, Violet. You've been missed. It's the cold. It's affecting him. So the match is underway, courtesy of Shauna Dursun. Rather than wait for the referee to give the all clear. Now we have seen Shauna in ring with Tidal on a couple of occasions. And he does have something of a reputation. El Ligero, of course. Oh! He needs practically zero introduction. Both men running the ropes, fast exchange. Shauna Dursun comes off the worst from that one. Oh! What was that about brains, Dursun? Oh! I never realized Ligero spoke the universal language. Actually, I should have guessed that from the years of me abusing him from ringside, to be fair. Nice, solid forearm shot. Wrist control, winds up the arm. Attempts to send him to the turnbuckle. Instead, gets whipped in himself. Dives out of the way. Run around behind. Beautiful crossbody. That was the slimmest of two counts. Shoulders were literally coming up before that hand came down. Fast pace so far. Let's see if Ligero is going to keep it up. Well, I think he's decided he wants a quick finish. Go behind, switch, switch. They get any closer, you're going to end up with a standing switch on a referee. Now, obviously, referees have to have sufficient training to spend time in the ring, to be able to defend themselves, to protect themselves, and sometimes, you know, instincts kick in. I'm not too sure what exactly it is they're saying out in the audience. You can figure that one out for yourselves in the audio. Turn the volume. Oh! That one was definitely south of the border. Not so much Rio Grande as, yeah. So Sonner takes a shortcut. He now gains the advantage over Ligero. Slapping Ligero's face into the ring apron. Ligero rolls back in. Little Ligero seems to be feeling the worst of that exchange. Series of high-impact diving moves from Dursun. Do you still call them diving if the person is jumping straight up and down? Yeah. Audience firmly behind Ligero. Dursun picks Ligero up by the horns. Ligero fires back with a stiff forearm. Shot to the gut from Dursun. Closed fist. European uppercut. And Dursun now takes time to show off the physique. Yes, we're aware that you have occasionally been to the gym. Maybe have the occasional protein shake. Nice snap suplex, floats over into a pinning attempt. Doesn't hold the legs. Allows Ligero the leverage he needs just to kick straight out. Chest rake? Back rake. And an abdominal rake. I think the referee needs to start checking wrestlers' fingernails in future. If you can rake that many body parts in that short space of time. There is now a fingernail checking contest going on up here in the production booth. Believe it or not, I win. It's quite disturbing, yeah, I know. If you've seen me, shaved head, huge beard, really long nails. I haven't painted them today, though. Just didn't have time. Anyway, getting back to what's going on in the ring, or not, as the case may be. Ligero on the floor outside. Referee's count ongoing. Dursun steps outside. Oh! Another uppercut. Oh, very nice little thrust kick. Okay, so that may have been the most heelish thing El Ligero has ever done. He steals a man's woolly hat from the audience, blinds Dursun with it, and then waffles him. I salute you, sir. Rough count is up to an 8. Pinfall attempt. Again, Dursun, 101, failing to hook a leg. Not enough body weight pressed across Ligero. Anyone who's familiar with El Ligero will know that just insane amounts of punishment that he can take. He may not be one of the monsters, but he is well put together. He is well conditioned. He can absorb and dish out masses of punishment. Or if you know your Fight Club references, skinny guys, they fight till a hamburger. Again, lackadaisical cover by Dursun. For the record, I'm not saying Ligero is skinny. I would never say that to his face, definitely. Although, I'm not too sure what he looks like without the mask on, so maybe I have. Leg grapevine, Dursun trying to roll Ligero over. Going for single leg crab. Ligero's other leg, however, holding him in a position whereby Dursun cannot roll him over. Both now back to a vertical base. Reverse elbow, stuns Dursun momentarily. Now we've already seen one man have his leg taken out so much tonight that he couldn't really do what he planned on. That was Luke Menzies earlier with Ace Matthews. Ligero, though, is shaking that off quickly. Manages to fake out Dursun. Shotgun kick to the lower extremity. A figurative swing and a miss. Oh! Oh! And a beautiful diving cutter from the second rope. Punishment he's taken so far, though, stopping Ligero from falling straight away. Taking a moment, getting his bearings, looking at the referee. Okay, so it looks like Air Ligero is about to take flight. The audience is aware. They're moving. And Dursun managed to find his way out of the trouble. Slides out. Ligero. Oh! That's just... Your ring apron is not your friend. Rolls Ligero back into the ring. Okay, that's a receipt. Oh! That was a thing of beauty. And I can only imagine that El Ligero is going to be regretting that tomorrow morning. The heat of the moment with the adrenaline flowing. He's not going to notice that he landed on his lower back that heavily. Splash! Sits it down. I thought he had him there. 2 count. Dursun digging down deep to kick out from that. Now Ligero needs to capitalize. Tope Atomiko is going to tell on him later on. Jumps up. Was that aiming for a C4? Well, maybe it was, but it didn't hit. Oh! Oh, beautiful. So suplex floats through, double stomp into a pin attempt. Ligero still kicks out. I did say earlier about the amount of punishment he can absorb. All I'm going to say is no amount of working out in the gym is going to protect your chest cavity from a man jumping on it. Dursun runs in with wild abandon. Ligero catches him on the way in. Checks the headroom. Oh, and Dursun is going back for that single leg crab. Even if he's not getting it locked in properly, as in he's not getting him turned right over, still the torque that he's putting on that leg. And trust me, from experience, the knee is a tricksy body part. You torque that incorrectly. Oh! Jacked his jaw. But again, lackadaisical cover by Dursun. He didn't get anywhere near enough body weight on Ligero. Didn't hook a leg. Nowhere near enough weight on weight. Body on body. Whatever, one of the two, both of them. Dursun's now in position. Waits for Ligero to come up. Hooks one arm. Hooks the other arm. Butterflied. Ligero finds his way out. Standing switch. Flips him over. Oh! 2 kicks to the head. And Dursun still finds his way out. Now Ligero did have full body weight on. He did have the leg hooked. Looks like Dursun can take those licks and keep ticking too. There's some really bizarre noises coming from the Mexican. Is he channeling Akira Tozawa? Boing indeed! DDT! And that is it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match by pinfall is Ligero!
Now, I happen to have witnessed Ligero wrestling last night, so I know how much abuse he took then. Shauna Dursun gave him more than enough, and then some. That was definitely a hard-fought victory for the Mexican sensation. I think it's safe to say Shauna Dursun will be back. Offer the hand by Ligero, and Dursun takes it. Show mutual respect by both men. I may not agree with everything that Dursun did during that match. Oh! Oh! Oh, no, come on. What the? In all my days, I don't think I have ever seen that. I think that woman summed it up perfectly. Okay, this is the point where you possibly may need to get somebody to go out and give Ligero a hand here. Referee John Parker is checking on Ligero just to see what state he's in. Gives him a hand to get up. Now. Okay, the audience inventiveness is good tonight. So, main event of the night is underway. Reigning, defending champion, HT Drake. First title defense and he is going up against David Graves. Both of these men in the last 12 to 15 months have wrestled against Joey Janela. Both of them had undeniably superb matches against that opponent. Interestingly, if you know what's going on in the rest of the world, HT Drake also holds a victory over, I believe he is still the current Ring of Honor World Champion, Dalton Castle. That gives you an idea of the caliber of HT Drake. David Graves, meanwhile, has been refining his in-ring abilities over the last year in a variety of settings, against a variety of opponents and a variety of venues. Indeed, there are a number of people who believe he actually had a Match of the Year candidate encounter with El Ligero not too long ago in York. I can say from personal experience, it was an absolute barn burner of a match. Graves came up on the winning end of that one. Some beautiful technical wrestling by HT Drake there. Nice roll through by Graves. And he backs up into the corner. Now the audience dynamic here is kind of interesting. HT Drake, when he first came to Tidal Wrestling, expected to be disliked intensely by the audience, being as he is from the Northeast. The audience, however, decided to adopt him rather than his opponent, a Mancunian. You can imagine how that works. But tonight, David Graves is more of the hometown hero. And again, that may be down to the body of work that he has put together in TCW in the last few months at least. In particular, his own match with Joey Janela recently. Title's 4th anniversary show. Now, if HT Drake chooses to fly here, there is a risk to the audience. But fortunately, everybody took the warning given earlier tonight to heart. Made sure that they can move out of the way in time. I am surprised, however, that nobody's actually hit that wall yet. Oh! Almost. So, Plancho Pescata from HT Drake responded to with a tope by David Graves on the outside. Now, just for the record, recent Tidal events, matches have gone outside of the building, and I have run after them to continue the commentary. Oh my good God! What did I just see? That was bordering on insanity. And just like that, we see how fickle the audience can be. So yes, as I was saying, if they do venture outside tonight, I will not be following. We're actually in an elevated position above the ring. Certain elements of the matches tonight we have had to watch on a mini monitor. Oh, I felt that up here. And yeah, that just was not pleasant whatsoever. So we can't see what is happening right now because they are right beneath the announced position. Move back to the audience area and over to the bar. Now, funnily enough, I was talking with HT Drake earlier on tonight about this venue, and he did say that at some point in time, his plan was to reenact that scene that you see in every Western. I do believe HT Drake just saw the light, then hit it, then hit the bar. Now that he's hit the bar, I think it's his turn to get the round in. And Drake has International Sign Language for said light. For the record, he's paying for that, not us. Solid forearm uppercut from David Graves. So we're now into the merch stand area. Now I can't see exactly what's going on here, but it sounds like wet meat being tenderized. Now I have just seen a stool being moved. They're not particularly comfortable. There's oh. So David Graves is nicknamed the 80-minute man. I think that's roughly how long he's going to have to put an ice pack on the little grafter. Oh! And and that's it. Yes, finally, back to the ring. I can see what's going on. Thank you very much, Mr. Drake. It is greatly appreciated. Although... Oh, good gracious. Beautiful butterfly suplex. He did quite literally just muscle him up into the air for that. Oh! And Graves gives him a receipt on that. Beautiful standing suplex. Charge to the corner. Forearm. Back to the ring. Back to the turnbuckle. Back to the corner. Spear into the corner. Folds HT Drake in half. Stands him back up. Exploder! There are nowhere near enough people using exploder suplexes in pro wrestling today. No, and I mean that seriously. It is a beautiful thing to behold. Diving elbow come axe handle. And that gives us a 2 count. So you're wondering about what's just gone on there. All of the wind has been driven out of Drake in the corner. Suplex. Cause the diaphragm to spasm again. I mentioned that one of the earlier matches. And then that diving elbow come axe handle. Drive the air out. But still not enough to hold Drake down for a 3 count. That could have been so many shades of nasty. And so could that, my gods. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay, now, every time I see people throwing suplexes like that, there's a little part of me just gets very, very afraid. I've seen bad things happen off suplexes, and I do mean very bad things. It always concerns me when you see people throwing each other about with such abandon. Now, neither wrestler is at a vertical base, still on their knees. Trading forearm shots. Drake is now back up. Graves back up. Forearms go to uppercuts. That one folds up Graves. Spaghetti legs. Oh, wow. Straight right. Attempting for a half and half. Oh, yes. Signature HT Drake. Pops him up. Gut wrench. Throws him over in a suplex. Pin attempt. In this instance, he only got the 2. But again, potentially so very, very dangerous. Basically throwing your opponent onto the back of their neck. Full Nelson. Go behind by Graves. Drake's up. Oh! Absolutely beautiful springboard corkscrew senton. Graves each time is going for that conversion. Not finding it. Drake's up to the top. Graves catches him. Drake took too long up there. Another solid forearm come elbow strike to the side of the head. Catch a person just in the right place on the jaw. It reverberates through the mandible, up into the brain casing. It's like a shockwave. Oh! Oh! That was not what I was expecting. Now, for all you expect Graves to be a solid, mat-based, ground and pound kind of man, he is not averse to going up, and he is not averse to throwing his weight around up there. Oh my God! Second floor superplex. HT Drake got every inch of that. Graves probably got about half of it too. Oh, solid spear. Oh, Drake kicks out barely at 2. Graves looking at the referee, incredulous. Those 2 fingers were just to query the count, not an insult, I presume. Nope, nobody home. Oh! He was going for a code breaker. Graves caught him, hooks him up. Indian Deathlock. Oh! Oh! Now, Graves did tell me what this move is called, but I, for the life of me, cannot remember it. So I'm just going to tell you what it is. Sucks to be Drake. Deathlock. Grommet. Now, basically, he is folding Drake in half. Oh. Solid forearms to the short ribs. Sorry, not forearms. Fists to the short ribs. And that's the problem with the Indian Deathlock. Once you get it locked in, you cannot get it off yourself. Referee calls for the break because of Drake's hand on the rope. He has to physically untangle both combatants' legs. Now the question is who it tells on most. And this time, it is the submission hold without the deathlock. Now, whether that's a guillotine or a grommet. Hand gets held up, drops straight to the mat. That's 1. Second time. Now, if it drops the 3rd time. No. That hand is not dropped. There is will behind it. And Drake is now, my God, he is muscling Graves up. Switches it round. Flips it over. Yes! I say that's a suplex, but it may even just have been a modified brainbuster. Drake on the top. Oh my God! Hits him with an avalanche code breaker. And that is it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by pinfall and still reigning TCW champion, HT Strife!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is HT Drake's first TCW title defense. Long may he reign. But definitely a worthy opponent in the grafter, David Graves. He came up short tonight, but I don't imagine he's going to be too far down the pecking order for a rematch and another title shot. Nice show of respect from Drake. But Graves is done. He's out of there. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been L2Pay. This has been TCW Wipeout 2018. We thank you all for watching, and we will see you again soon. Good night.